One of the things that I tell people about you is you're a student of the game. Like, it's not just the physical talent. Like, you grind, you study film like a pro. How did you learn that?
I think Coach Klink was on me a lot this year, just coming in, getting extra film work with him, and being in defensive meetings with the coaching staff, and just learn how they think about the defense and what they're seeing in the opposing team's offense. So I think just really learning what the way the coaches think and the way they want us to be, what position they want us to be in, really just puts you ahead when you're out there on game days, when you know what they're calling and what they want you to do and what the offense is giving you. So when you know the way the coaches are thinking, it definitely helps you out a lot on the field.
It also helps being, the son of a college football player and the son of a DB at that, right? So you're looking at it from a 1,000-foot view already, kind of seeing the big picture. But I think another big part of a guy having the kind of maturation process you did is your connection, your vibe with your coach. Whether it's, Charles Woodson getting in as he got, I think it was maybe two games into his freshman, he might have started his second game anyway. His relationship, I've heard Vance Bedford talk about it. I've heard other guys talk about his vibe with Vance was a real big thing. So what about your relationship with Klink, man? I know it goes back to before Michigan, but it's different once he's your actual coach, right? So what has that been like?
It's been great. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, obviously, throughout the season.
Right.
I mean, it got to a point where we were kind of in a little rough patch, but nothing crazy. But I mean, he's definitely hard on you. He tells you what you need to hear, and he's always gonna get the best out of you. So I think he's the perfect coach for me. Definitely having what my dad gave me my whole life growing up. So he's always has my best interest in hand. So when I go out there and he doesn't think I'm ready or something like that, he always makes sure he has my best interest. So I mean, I know he's never gonna put me in a vulnerable situation. So I always trust him with everything.
You had to have experience with that, though, with your dad being a player. I mean, do you remember some more visible times where your dad is coaching you? Like, he's dad, but he's also coaching you.
Yeah.
Can you remember some times it's like, man, like I imagine, Jet and Juwan go through that. Like, man, come on, man. But he's also your coach. So how do you, as the on the receiving end of that, I always ask the coaches how you handle it, but as the son, how do you separate the fact that he's trying to make you better from the fact that he's also dad too?
I think he did a better job than me with it, because we'll be working out and I'll be real mad. In the summer it's hot. He's getting on me a lot, and we'll get mad during the workout. And then after, he's super nice, being in dad mode, and it's like
you couldn't shut it off.
Yeah, it's like he finds a way to balance both. So I think that helps me, because obviously it's harder for me because I'm the one he's on. So as long as he knows how to balance it, I think it helps me a lot.
Well, I remember during the recruiting process, though, that was one of the, you were like, Klink is on me, like my dad. So, I mean, you almost have to process it that way. Like, when you're on the field, it's got to be Coach Klink. When you're in the meeting room, it's got to be Coach Klink. So have you done that easier now, kind of separating the fact that he's got to coach you hard, but hey, at the end of the day, away from the football field, you guys are family.
Yeah, I'm real used to it now. I don't really take anything personal, really. So I just know after this season, I definitely know that he's going to be hard on me. He's going to be hard on everybody, even the seniors. So I mean, he's going to be hard on me the whole time I'm here, and I just embrace it really right now.
So you come in, you know him better than your classmates that you came in with, some of the other DBs, right? I mean, he's hard on everyone, but you kind of know, you expect it. What about them? Have you had to kind of talk to them, be like, hey, man, he's like that with everybody. It's good.
I mean, I think guys like Amarion, he was with Coach Bellamy. He's a different kind of coach. He was with him all last year, so he got to get used to it. But I think everybody goes through that little phase where they got to get used to him, really. I mean, I didn't really have because he didn't coach me before I got here, so I didn't really know how hard it was going to be on me. But I mean, once you go through a couple months with him, you'll be fine.